Well, social media continues to explode as a way to connect and nurture communication with clients, customers, and friends. And to make effective use of these mediums, you need a game plan to develop your social media involvement and your online brand. Well, when I interviewed Paul Cheney, social media expert and the author of The Digital Handshake, he shared with me some practical guidelines to help you be a more valuable asset to the social communities where you connect. Well, rule number one is pull, don't push. Old school marketing is all about self-promotion, and it really doesn't work in this new medium. Pushing your products and your services does not resonate with the new rules of this connectivity. Media experts agree that new tools require new rules. So stop selling and start connecting by providing valuable bits of information that brand you and your specific expertise. Well, here's an example. If you're using Twitter, don't post by saying, "Thanks for following me. Visit my website and find out why I'm #1 in real estate sales in my area." It's a dead giveaway that you don't understand the new rules of engagement. Now, rule number two is you must win the right to be heard. Social media engagement is a conversation, and participation in the community is required. Your value as a participant is often judged by the value you provide to the community as a whole. Well, think about how you would add value with your comments or tips, and then be willing to share that content and your expertise freely to become a respected member. Now, rule number three says, Paul says content is king, but conversation and conversion are still the payoff. Nothing beats well-written, informative, and entertaining content in all its various forms. Blog posts, videos, tweets, podcasts, photos, webinars, or even white papers. Place yourself in a position of being a knowledgeable expert by offering specific information about your area of expertise. It can be about the neighborhood, the city, specific areas of your town. How about information about the local farmers market? And you're getting the idea, aren't you? And this is one really key tip. Be sure to keep your content and your commerce separate. You know, content is content, and any hard sell should not be infused with anything but pure information that you provide. Now, rule number four is social networking requires authenticity and transparency. Today's communities require authenticity. Be real, be open, be honest. And if you make mistakes, just admit them and do better. Use your real photo to profile who you really are on all business platforms. And here's rule number five. It's an important tool, too. You don't have to be on every social network. Well, it's impossible to maintain active presence on every social network, and you know what? You don't have to. You do want to be where your customers are because they expect you to be there. And rule number six is this: give and you shall receive. As Zig Ziglar says, adopt an attitude of servitude. Having an attitude of helpfulness goes a long way toward establishing a credible name for yourself and your services in social media circles. Give ideas and information away freely, no strings attached. And it's the new way to market. You can do this by offering a free report or a short ebook of information on your town or your neighborhood or your community. Think information that a prospective buyer would want to have that was from the real source. And don't be too quick about abandoning traditional marketing completely. Even with the new social marketing, most of the traditional rules of marketing still apply. Just think of social media as simply another channel to build your brand and your market and your message, not as a replacement of all forms of advertising or marketing. And here's the key. It's all about integration. Email and search are still where most marketers spend their top dollar. It's all interrelated anyway, and social media is still finding its place. So continue to use multiple mediums like direct mail and electronic e-zines, but incorporate your social media links to promote interactivity. And here's rule number 8. Social media is a mindset, not just a tool set. Social media isn't just another activity to do. It's a mindset, and it needs to be effective by using it as a strategy. Social media actually requires changing your mindset or strategy for how people can connect with you and you with them. Your goal is to use social media in your thinking when you develop just how you'll go to market so that your brand and your connections can serve you and your services. Rule number 9 is just be yourself. This is perhaps the best tip for today for your engagement in social media. This is where the requirement for transparency and trust really exists. Experts recommend that you use your real photo and your real name as your handle in social media because people would rather relate to and build trust with other people rather than their brands. And trust is key in today's market, especially when you're connecting with Gen X and Gen Y. And finally, rule number 10, social media, it's still evolving. Though it does come with a new set of largely unwritten rules, social media is still in its process, and there's room for experimentation and brand new ideas. It's smart for agents to monitor what's going on in their real estate niche and to continue to grow their business with the medium to build presence and continue to build their community. Now, social media is here to stay, so follow these 10 guidelines to help you maximize the power of social media marketing.